but now James isn't on the show. So if Lisa doesn't speak out, to me, it's okay. It's kind of a loophole. Sheena says, well, Rachel, oh, now she wants to speak on Rachel's good name. Now she wants to use Rachel's name for her own benefit. Well, Rachel always told me that James was never physically abusive. We all know that, abuse is not just limited to physical. And she had a lot of empathy for Rachel, and that's why Brock helped Rachel move out and move in with them. When it comes to James, Sheena stated, I've noticed his name has been taken off certain shows, and this is a direct consequence of his actions. And he needs help, not just to prevent Allie or some other girl from being subjected to abusive behavior, but to give himself a chance to live life with healthy relationships. I agree with all that. She says she hopes James views this as rock bottom and is serious about it and committing to it, a healing plan versus just seeing this as, like it's going to ruin the world tour or the residency. He needs help. I agree with Sheena. The problem is James Kennedy doesn't fucking know who he is. Yes, you could be James, the reality TV star. Well, now you are James, a fired reality TV star. Who are you without the likes and the clicks? And that goes for so many people. I think social media is just, I'm sorry, I think Florida banning social media, I mean, I'm going to sound really conservative, but I mean, since when don't I sound really conservative? But I think Florida banning social media for children under 14 is really smart. I'm sorry. I feel all of social media is fucked. I don't know how we got here. You will all, well, not you guys, because I love you, but most people will think I am dead and I am passed away and deceased when this podcast stops. It's not stopping anytime soon. Trust me. We're heading into 2025. I don't even know how we're heading in the way we are. Things are good. The point is, I would just never be on social media again if it wasn't my job. I have so many friends that are not on social media. They are such happy, well adjusted, wonderful people that live normal, happy lives. They get excited about lighting a fire, buying an extra blanket, going to Applebee's to have dinner. These are the simple pleasures of life. Anyway, if I went to Applebee's right now, I'd have a burger and I'd want extra barbecue sauce and extra ketchup and extra mustard. I love sauce so much. I want a big vat of it on the side, and I want to dip the burger with the ketchup and mustard and barbecue sauce already on it into the barbecue sauce. And I want extra, 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 extra pickles. I don't really care about the fries. I'll take onion rings, and I want like 2 or 3 burgers. I don't even think 2 is enough. I would do 3 large burgers right now at Applebee's. Um, those are the simple things. So basically, I agree with this. I don't think James knows who he is. He is a fired reality TV star. When he is a DJ and he's standing up there and all those people are going fucking crazy and they love the music. Yeah, I get it, bro. That feeds your ego when people are screaming after you and they want your picture with DJ James Kennedy from Vanderpump Rules walking down the streets of West Hollywood. I get it. It makes you feel good. The problem is we have imposter syndrome, bro. When you go to bed at night and your head hits that pillow, you still aren't happy with yourself. You don't like yourself. And I think that's a big part of this abusive behavior, allegedly, towards all these people. Now, I think you need help. I agree with Sheena. And Sheena is saying, because they asked her, did you see James hit Kristen? Because that is a rumor that happened. Kristen says it and the scene was never shown. We only saw certain things on the TV. Sheena says, I was too busy getting married at the time. I didn't see anything, but let me be very clear. I believe Kristen Doute. You always got to believe Kristen Doute. Kristen Doute and Dorit Kemsley. Dorit is having such a good season. And she's saying also, Sheena, that she hopes that James sees this as rock bottom and gets help. PK, before we get to PK, I don't know if we're gonna even have time, but people are asking me if I really am worried for Kim Richards. I did a show the other day where I mentioned Kim. The police returned to Kim Richards' house yet again. And this time she called them because the dog was missing. She accused them of taking the dog. We talked about this the other day, and she started mumbling about Kyle. I mean, it's kind of like that. Like, I always joke that when I'm an older person, I'm old, trust me. But when I'm old, I'm probably going to be like the type that, like, listen, when you have time on your hands, I find it very endearing. But has anyone ever seen the older person who, like, you'll talk to the phone company. You'll be like, well, listen, I'm having trouble with my phone because first I did this and then I did this. And it's basically the exact opposite of how I am now. I don't want to say hi to anyone now. I don't want to say good morning. I don't have time. I'm not an asshole. I just fucking hate small talk. So I just like literally go into people, like in my buildings where I live, and I'm just like, can you like fix the whatever? Or like, hey, is my package here? I don't want the hey, good morning, whatever. But when I'm older and I'm not doing this podcast or working and have all this time on my hands, and again, that's many years, I think I'll be like, hi, good morning. Well, hey, do you have my package? Because let me tell you about my package. It's going to be like sparkling water. And I went out last night, and my favorite type of sparkling water is like lemon. I'm going to be that person. The point is, and people are going to be like, oh God, tell her to get a job. The point is, that is kind of how Kim was to the police. That is the picture that's being painted, that she went on and on and on about Kyle and her problems with Kyle, which is not why she called them. And then they called in the mental health division people to see if she was a harm to herself. And last time they put her on the watch. This time they decided she didn't need it. But the police don't just call in the backup mental health people without some concern. So am I really concerned? Because I got a lot of questions after that show to say, am I really concerned about Kim Richards? I am. I have been. I'm supposed to see her at this convention that I'm going to. If she's listed, I don't know how she's going to be there. And if she is there, I mean, God only knows what she's going to say. I think Kyle and Kathy doing these interviews, I get it, and saying she's okay, but this is now the second time the police went to Kim's house, once in September and now in December. So 3 months later, it makes me nervous. Why are there no pictures of Kim, shopping on Rodeo Drive? I don't know if she could afford that. Why aren't there any pictures of her at the grocery store at Air One? Why aren't there any pictures of her pumping gas? Like, you don't see pictures. Like, if she's making these headlines, you see Dorit walking down the street. TMZ is stopping her, and Erica. Where is Kim? I feel like we see Kyle, pumping gas, and in Aspen with Mauricio. She's made headlines. Where is Kim? She wasn't at Kathy's party. I am really concerned. I hope it's all for nothing. I'm not a dramatic person. I'm not being dramatic. I have a really weird, it's not these headlines. It's more like these headlines and like, where is she? Why has no one said, why wasn't she at Kathy's party? No one thinks that's weird. I don't know. I don't know. So yes, I hope everything is okay with Kim. I got to talk about Karen Huger's future on RHOP. I'm starting to get worried. We'll have to do that another time. And yes, Shannon and double standards and blah, 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 blah. And I want to talk about PK. We have a lot to talk about. Love you guys. Just a quick hit. Yes, everyone keeps asking if we could have 3 of these in the afternoon on 2025. And Daddy's considering it. So don't be surprised if we do. We got a lot of things going on in 2025. A lot of things happening. So love you all. And that's it.